Boop! What's up guys, it's Feeny and welcome to Wow Feeny Weeb. I hope you guys are ready for today's predictable but fun video. And that video is my anime figure holy grail wish list. And the reason why I say it's predictable, because I feel like you're not allowed to call yourself an anime figure YouTube channel until you do this video. So, I'm official, you guys! Finally! Everything else beforehand didn't count.
Lies. All lies.
But I thought I might sweeten the deal and take you guys on this journey with me, because I want to turn one of these items on my wish list to owned. That's right, I got one of my holy grails. I can't wait for you guys to see it. So please stick around to the end of the video to see which one that is. But without further ado, let's jump on in. Okay, so before we begin, I guess I should say what a holy grail is, especially for an anime figure collector. And in my personal opinion, there's no rules. Like, this hobby is so niche and it costs so much money. Like, whatever a holy grail is to you, boo, you do you. Like, who am I to say what constitutes as a holy grail? But for me personally, a holy grail is very expensive and very hard to find. And I think you guys are gonna be very surprised on how much some of these figures are going for on the aftermarket these days. Like, we're looking at mortgage level prices. As per usual, I've got my iPad out with my figure collection account open. And if you guys want to find me and be my friend, it's WYLDPHINNI. I would love to further talk with you guys on there and just look at what you've got, what you like, you know. There's no secrets here, we're all a bunch of freaks. What should this start out with first? Okay, this first one. I'm pretty sure it doesn't even exist. Like, I never see any traces of it anywhere to buy, except eBay for like $500. And that is Aoba and Ren from Dramatical Murder 1/8 scale Orange Rouge Gothic version. And there's a physical pain at the fact that this figure is so freaking hard to get a hold of. I mean, look at this dandy ass motherfucker looking so dashing. This is like one of my favorite time periods for fashion, for clothing. This is a figure that I honestly could not compare to anything else. It is so unique in the type of clothing period, and the top hat, and the pose, and the dog, Ren, he's got a hat. The Payro has a hat. I need this. Like, at first, you know, my eyebrow was raised when I saw this, and I'm like, I'm kind of feeling something for it. But when I saw the dog with the top hat, I was like, done. All the amazing details in his hat, and I love that side expression. And did I mention I really like the dog is wearing a hat? Yeah. Next. Okay, we have Kurisu from Steins Gate, the quarter scale by Fring. And you're probably like, but Feeny, didn't she just get released? No, I don't want to talk about that one. I'm talking about the black one with her tights, okay? I love this character, and I especially love her character design of her face, and I feel like Fring did her justice in this quarter scale. You can really see the detail work of her eyes, and her hair sculpt is superb, and you can see that really cool personal touch of her grabbing her tie. Honestly, I think it's just a slap in the face that they re-released the white version without tights for 27,000 yen. Like, what are they thinking? Literally, what are they thinking? And because they are re-releasing that version, this is only gonna make this one all that more expensive. So I'll probably never have the one that I want, the original version. I definitely would not spend 27k yen on the new re-release, but if it ever goes on sale, I might be desperate enough. This one is so cute and I want her so bad, but not for $700. Ooh, okay, so this next one you guys are really gonna side-eye me for. But what can I say? Nostalgia always wins. But it is Alexis Rose from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX 1/7 scale by Mega House. As I've stated many times, I am a huge Yu-Gi-Oh! Fan, more of the original Duel Monsters, but growing up I did catch a couple of episodes of GX every Saturday. What? And I was just like, I don't know, I was transfixed on Alexa because I felt like she was the most competent female in Yu-Gi-Oh! I had seen so far. Don't get me wrong, I love the females in the original Duel Monsters, but she was just so different. Like, she did not lead by her beauty. She was actually a really great duelist. Anyway, I need to stop my fangirling. It's been over 15 years, Feeny, get your shit together. But yeah, this figure is incredibly rare, and also 1/7 by Mega House, which is like almost unheard of. They always do 1/8 across the board. And yeah, this figure isn't that great. She's kind of got like Betty Spaghetti proportions. She kind of looks dead in the face and dead in the pose. But frankly, I want her. Because I want that physical representation of one of my favorite female characters in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Franchise. Anyway, you guys cannot and will not talk me out of this figure. I will somehow, some way, someday have her. Dead face and all. Alright, so this is a very predictable figure, but I still think it is the best figure, and that is the Asuka figure, Evangelion 1/7 scale by Alter. And I know, my last video was actually an Asuka figure, which was my first, but I almost did not pre-order that figure because in this one in my head is the ultimate Asuka figure. It has everything, like that pose, that expression, the hair, the hat, her butt, and also it's in the original red plug suit. And there's a reason why it's probably like her most popular figure ever. Also, I think she's had like how many re-releases? Good God. She's had 3 releases and she's still over like $400 on the aftermarket. How? With 3 releases, you would think. I mean, I am happy with the Asuka figure that I have right now. The one by Revolve I think is beautiful, but I still want one with her in her red plug suit and her butt. That fantastic butt. So the reason I'm not even like attempting to look for her or purchase her right now, because this is my thought process. I am thinking that whenever they release Ray, they will re-release this figure. And y'all can bet I'ma swoop in like a vulture and grab my bag and go. Like, I'm hoping Alter's that kind. Like, they must like money, right? They must love money. Although I've been saying the same thing about the free figures, but whatever. Screw me, I guess. And speaking of free, that will lead us to our next figure. We have got Sosuke from free 1/8 scale once again by Alter. And, you know, I don't care that Sosuke is a fuckboy or a pick-me boy. I love him. I never said I was a good person. His type of character, IRL, I would absolutely hate and keep away from, but in the anime world, I'm like, give me more of that. Give me all of that. And, you know, when I started my collecting journey, I was like, oh man, it would be so great to pick up those free figures I've had my eyes on for years. I got Makoto, I got Haru, and then like a sweet, sweet, naive summer child, I attempted to get Sosuke to quickly realize that is very improbable.
No.
Very much so. Yes. The face is perfect, the eyebrows are wonderful, the eyes, the hair, the body frame. I mean, obviously it's a very plain character design, but Alter always does an amazing job elevating simple figures, you know? And look at that 90-degree, what am I doing it? Hand on hip action. That definitely is an indicate of bad bitch energy, which is oozing out of this figure. I really want the full free gang. It's one of my favorite comfort animes. So this is me manifesting this figure's next release. So please universe, work with me. I'm hiccuping. No, it's not the time to hiccup. Coffee break. Two of these a day is fine, right? 7 days a week, right? Nectar of the gods. Oh, and this one makes me smile because it just hits that nostalgia button. But that is the Belldandy from Oh My Goddess, quarter scale by frame. I'm actually really surprised that this even exists considering how old Oh My Goddess is. Like, you guys, like, I remember watching it back in like the year 2000, the original English dub. So the fact that she got a bunny and it's from a very old anime is very surprising. Of course, this is another one that came out way before I was into collecting, and I think they did a really good job, especially on her face. I really like the color of the bunny suit, the pose. I mean, I think that this is a really good bunny. There's really not that many Belldandy scales unless you want to look at garage kits from like the 90s. There is that one by Good Smile, but yeah, I like my lewd figures, but I don't like that. Hopefully I'm not being too obvious of what I think that figure looks like.
That's a pin.
But she's generally going for anywhere from like $300 to $400 US. And if I wasn't up to here with pre-orders, I might consider it. But yeah, this is a bunny scale from Frame that I really want. Okay, this one is just so fun to me. And if there's one thing I regret more than getting into the hobby so late of collecting, is getting into lewd figures so late, because they're so fun in my opinion. But that is the, what's her name? Usada Yui, 1/6 scale by SkyTube, designed by Saitom. And I'm sure that is a name y'all recognize. He is a very popular and talented artist. I love the color of her blonde and the color of her tan skin. The dark pink of the eyes is such a good idea. And the pink jacket, I just love Letterman jackets, I guess. The pixelated sword is such a good touch, and I really like the translucent pink piece of the sword itself. The base, the pixelated base is everything. Oh. And I also love the pose. It has such a good flow. Now, I wouldn't call this impossible to find on the aftermarket, but it is expensive. Once again, she's ranging around the $350 to like $400 price range. I don't think SkyTube is known for re-releasing things, but if they did, oh, what a happy sponge I would be. All right, and this next one, I am so in my feelings about, because I love these characters too much that almost just looking at them makes my heart clench. And that is the Ash and Eiji from Banana Fish, 1/8 scale by Kotobukiya. I feel like this figure is more well known for its insane aftermarket price versus the figure itself. Oh my god, I feel almost a maternal love for them, especially Ash. Like, I just want to protect them. Gosh, I remember, I think like reading Banana Fish when I was super young, probably way too young, but I believe it was on An America Extra, if any of you guys remember in America, let me know so I could also know that there's dinosaurs like me out there.
Oh my god. You guys, this actually happened. It wasn't a fever dream. And I'm so old.
Like, the way that AG is looking at Ash, and the way that Ash is looking at AG is so perfect of their characters, especially in that pose. And it's two figures in one. And AG has nothing. He has an android in this. At least with Ash, there's like that one Mega House figure, which is also a holy grail, but also very unattainable. And I have seen some criticism about Ash looking like he's sitting on a toilet, but I'm about to tell y'all like a personal story. As a girl who used to live in downtown Los Angeles for many years, not that far from Skid Row, if I saw a man outside sitting on a toilet doing his business, my first reaction would be like, thank you, sir, so much for getting a toilet. Thank you. Like, the bar is low. So thank you, Ash. Thank you for being considerate enough to get a toilet. But out of any of these figures that I'm going to mention today, this one has the most insane aftermarket. I have seen people selling these on eBay for $1,900, not even including the bonus head sculpt. $1,900. I have also seen $800, $900, $1,000. I have seen nothing under 500. Like, 500 is the cheapest you could ever find these figures. And that's like if you're lucky to catch somebody on a My Figure Collection selling them. Like, never would you think, looking at these figures, they are that high, that expensive? Never. So I really hate scalpers. Jerks. Okay, so this next one definitely is worth looking like a degenerate because it is just so beautiful. But that is the Riku and Tadamoi?
Joya Tadaomi.
From 10 count 1/8 scale by Binding. Obviously, since I can't read the names well, I don't know what the source material is, but 10 count is a BL manga from what Google has provided. So I have seen that it is kind of considered like stereotypical BLs, like with non-con elements at times, so it doesn't sound like the BL for me, but these figures are freaking stunners. I always really like dark-haired male leads, especially they look brooding or they're assholes. And this guy's face just oozes confidence. The hair is great, the face is great. And this other guy who's, I would like to assume he's having a good time, Tadaomi? His face is just precious. I love the color of his hair. And maybe I just got a weird kink that I need to eventually work out in therapy, but I love it when like there's a side shoulder type of look, whether it's photos or in figures. It's just like, it's so alluring and so sexy, you know? It's like, ooh, who, me? He's got the most wonderful ankles. Like, I can't stop staring at that leg and that ankle and those feetsies. I have problems. Ooh, and there's a shiny boot. Stop. And I think it's cool that you could place them together with him on his lap, or you also could have them separate, aka if company comes over, I'm less weird than you think I am, I swear. Plus, look at that chair. It looks so luxurious, and the paint finish of it. If you're not gonna buy it for the figures, at least buy it for the little figure furniture, okay? But yeah, these two are going at least $600 on the aftermarket. I don't think they're too hard to get. It's just they're always gonna be priced double, if not triple, the original retail price. Y'all, I will not miss this Aoba and Kojaku figures coming out. I cannot go through this again. I can't go through these feelings. Oh, also, Can we also discuss the lost potential of bunny boys? Because for these two characters, they have 1/8 scales in these little bunny outfits. That was also done by Freeing a number of years ago. And both of them are at least $300 to $400 a pop, which is ridiculous. And my God, do I want them. My gosh, if this could be made into a quarter scale, Freeing, I would throw you my wallet. I would give you the numbers to my checking account if you would just freaking make them. So much lost potential. Freeing should really consider doing quarter scales of bunny boys, if not binding. Like, it doesn't have to be overtly super sexual, you know? If you want to scare away your super hetero fans, oh, we can't scare this extremely hetero boys and their masculinity by bunny boys, oh. But I'm just saying, if y'all can make 12-year-olds in bunny outfits, I think you should make grown men, beautiful grown men with bunny ears, I'm just saying. And then another one here, I'm not even gonna like play with you guys. I don't care for Nekopara, it's not my thing. I do love cat girls, but the protagonist, chocolate and vanilla, they don't do it for me. But what does do it for me is Coconut. I think she is just a McFrickin' babe, okay? And I regret not getting the quarter scale binding scale of her. So I was about to say bunny, but it's not a bunny. It's just a quarter scale of Coconut. And this is obviously another lewd figure. Well, not obviously. You can take off her outfit and it's like, ooh, with her titties and her panties and her stockings. I love the heterochromia of her eyes, and her ears are very pointed. Once again, another figure I didn't know existed because I got into this bloody hobby way too late. But if there was anything Nekopara I would ever buy, it would be this figure by binding. I have seen her on the aftermarket, yeah, minimum, once again, $600, which is starting to feel like a normal number, which it shouldn't be. Plus, I also like how her boobs are ridiculous, never mind, sorry. So to say, like, her bust size is reasonable. No, it's not, but that's okay. That's okay, we're here for the fantasy, all right?
Another voiceover because I accidentally deleted the footage of another figure that makes me cry at night, but that is the Spike Spiegel from Cowboy Bebop 1/8 scale by Kotobukiya. He is going for $700 to $1,200 USD. He is my favorite Spike figure, but I might have to settle for the Mega House re-release. Y'all don't sit on these male figures from Kotobukiya, okay? I would gladly hand over my soul for a re-release, just saying.
Okay, is that it? Yes! We went through my whole list, you guys, of what are my holy grail anime figures. And now is the time for me to reveal which figure I got from this list. But before we do that, if you guys want to make it fun, pause the video, and from this selection on the screen, which figure do you think it is? I'll give you guys, like, I don't know, 10 seconds. Whatever you guys guessed, I would love to know down in the comments which one you thought it was gonna be. But since it is gonna be us experiencing it together, I'm gonna pull up a screen of me changing this wished item from my holy grail to owned in my collection. Okay, so are you guys ready? Oh my god, a breath, I'm so excited. I've actually had this figure for a few months, so I can't wait to show you guys. But here we go. That's right! I got the Ash and AG from Banana Fish! Ah! Oh my god, okay. And I'm not shit talking because they're right here! I'm getting too old for this. My body can't handle it. You guys, this is my #1 grail that I have ever had since I got into collecting. And I still am in utter disbelief that I have them. And I'm so happy that we kind of got to semi-experience this. I know that this video is like in the past for me, but even if it's later down the line and I upload it, I'm still gonna be so excited that I have this in my collection. Unfortunately, I'm gonna be a big tease because I don't plan to open this on this video. This video's already way too long and I love and care about these characters too much to not give him like the proper time that they deserve. So that's gonna be another video that I unbox my #1 holy grail. Hopefully it's gonna come soon. I'm already behind on a backlog of video ideas, but it's gonna be sooner rather than later, I promise. My heart is like literally, it won't stop. I'm really excited. Ah! But with that, it is the end of the video. And thank you guys so much for your time if you made it this far. I really hope that, you know, even though my video was so chaotic and messy, it brought a smile to your face. And definitely let me know, what is your #1 anime figure grail? I am so curious. Honestly, I love asking you guys questions because your answers always surprise me and always bring a smile to my face too, you know? You know what? Better yet, let me send all these good vibes, okay? For any of you guys who are on the hunt for your holy grail, I'm sending good vibes through the screen that you find it at a reasonable price that you can afford. Yes, yes, manifest it, bitch, manifest it. And with that, my friends, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. And until we meet again, goodbye. Bye. Oh God.